love the smell of conflict.
Kyushu is almost all in the hands of the Shimazu clan. So if the Shimazu are destroyed, then Kyushu will be subdued. That man there is Yoshihiro, the clan's second son. He and his men are very brave, and known as the Shimazu Devils.
Satisfaction comes first. Not bad, young one. A woman?
Not any woman. A Tachibana. Ginchio Tachibana.
Kyushu will be ours!
Yoshihiro Shimazu was the second son of the powerful Shimazu clan on the island of Kyushu. The Shimazu had come to this land long ago and were both feared and respected by many. The Shimazu had conquered the majority of Kyushu, mostly through their skill at luring their enemies into unexpected ambushes. Their closest rival, the Tachibana, were now almost completely destroyed. It was at this time that Hideyoshi Toyotomi came to Kyushu in his attempt to unify Japan. He allied himself with the head of the Tachibana, the lady warrior Ginchio, and prepared to take on the Shimazu.
You want me to give in? We can at least fight first, right?
Chapter 1. Conquest for Kyushu.
One gamble after another. That's life.
I got big dreams. I'm not giving in till all of Japan is mine. If these Shimazu have a problem with that, they're welcome to a clobbering.
We're defending our home here, men. Drive the enemy out, whatever it takes. First, we'll seize control of Edo Castle. The only way to defeat the men in Edo Castle is to lure them out. Then we'll rush them from all sides.
Do not disappoint me!
make enemy officers like they used to.
Unbelievable! They'd be foolish to think all Toyotomi warriors will fall so easily.
All right, cut the ropes. Let the boulders block the path. We have them! All units, charge!
Test your skill against my experience.
They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
You're even greater than I imagined.
Those Shimazu are tricky little devils, aren't they? Lure the enemy out, then ambush and slaughter. Simple but effective.
We will advance towards Edo Castle. I dare try to take my head.
Meet the devil! They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
Unbelievable!
Why do you think they call me the devil? They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
You're even greater than I imagined.
Okay, that puts the castle under our control.
The time has come. Attack their main camp while the water is low.
They've taken Tsuruga Castle? Then take it back.
Okay, who should I grind to a pulp first?
No! They've cut off our escape route.
Shimazu are not the only ones who can take advantage of the land.
You think you can equal me in battle? How humorous.
What's surprisingly ambitious? A difficult beast to tame.
I tell you too much about war yourself, but I'll take the compliment. They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
What wondrous warcraft!
Enjoy your victory today. It shall be your last.
This is a battlefield. Don't blame me if you get hurt. You must be Yoshihiro Shimazu. I'll take your head if you don't mind.
Fool! I was taking heads back when you were a suckling babe.
Castle gate is sealed. You cannot pass.
Skill against my experience. Here's my best.
Like I win! They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
Amazing skill.
Why do you think they call me the devil? They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
Unbelievable.
Sakon has left the battlefield.
Uncle, I will be more careful.
Stay sharp, Toyohisa. I don't want you getting hurt out there.
interfere with my husband's plans. You two should give up your feuding and agree to give in to my garden.
Hey, we're warriors. This is what we do.
Fine, but you'll be sorry when your father's land is dismembered in a ditch.
They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
You're even greater than I imagined.
I will punish you for this.
Why do you think they call me the devil?
At last you show your head, my enemy. It is I, however, who shall return with it.
I'd rather not face that little girl while she's throwing such a tantrum. Then we'll rush them from all sides.
Test your skill against my experience.
Shimazu, I can see the blood of my kin dripping from your hands. But soon, the only blood that flows from your body shall be your own.
They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
I too hope to be so powerful. Destroy the bridge! Cut them off!
There they are. All right, I'll show you what a Shimazu can do. Meet the devil.
How could I allow this to happen? Underestimate me, and I guarantee you will regret it. Yoshihiro Shimazu, at long last, you will die by my hand.
Now, how are you going to enjoy this fight if you can't let go of that grudge? Why do you think they call me the devil? They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
You're even greater than I imagined.
We will meet again. I will make sure of it.
The Toyotomi forces are enormous. Even we can't stop them. We'll have to surrender. But first, how about we give them one good fight?
I wish you luck keeping up with me.
I shall be your opponent. I dare you to try to take my head.
Do not disappoint me!
Roll over and play dead, Shimazu. You can't win.
Don't you think you should learn how mean the Shimazu are before suggesting that?
Warcraft.
They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
Greater than I imagined.
They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
Unbelievable.
No shame in retreat. as long as you win in the end.
They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to. That'll teach them not to mess with us again. But they put up a noble fight. I've got no problem with joining them now. The bigger the risk, the bigger the win.
Welcome. Please, take your time. Look.
In their first battle, Yoshihiro succeeded in defeating Hideyoshi. However, one victory was hardly enough to drive back the ambitious ruler of most of Japan. Eventually, Hideyoshi became accustomed to the features of the island, and soon after, his superior numbers and vast resources quickly brought the Shimazu to their knees. With Kyushu subjugated, there were only two forces remaining that were powerful enough to challenge Hideyoshi's control: the Hojo clan in Kanto and the Date clan in Oshu. In an effort to completely destroy the Hojo in a single blow, Hideyoshi sent a massive army to attack their home, Odawara Castle, from two directions. The figure of Yoshihiro could be seen among those attacking from the east.
I may be living on borrowed time, but at least I can earn my keep. Chapter 2: Siege of Odawara Castle. One gamble after another. That's life.
This is not just a battle to attack the Hojo. We must show our strength and sap the will of anyone else who wants to oppose us. Then we will make a new, happy Japan.
That's right, folks! We're almost there!
Masamune Date is here to see you, my lord.
Masamune, has he come to yield as well?
This kid could get killed at any second, but he shows no sign of fear. He's good.
My apologies for being late.
I would take your head, but it's worth more where it is now.
Yeah. Yes, sir!
So, let's make our enemies beg us for peace! I'm counting on you guys to take down the Eastern Front. Now get to it!
First the gate won't open, and now cannons! Odawara Castle is truly formidable.
Stop the enemy from firing! I can't stand to watch my soldiers get lambasted like that!
They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
That's some very pretty work you're doing out there.
Look out! Here I come!
Be your opponent. They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
Remember, slow and steady wins the race.
Wow, look at all these guys. They're unstoppable. I guess it's good we joined up with Hideyoshi after all. Unwise for us to attack all on our own. We should open the gates from the inside and bring in our allies. They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
Impressive. Most impressive.
There's only one thing deadlier than a blade in war. An empty stomach. Find out where they're keeping their provisions, then we'll starve them out.
I shall be your opponent.
Make enemy officers like they used to.
Remember, slow and steady wins the race.
Why do you think they call me the devil?
Look out! Here I come! Look out! Here I come!
They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
That's some very pretty work you're doing out there.
They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
Remember, slow and steady wins the race.
We may be forced to fight together, but I will never consider you my ally.
All right, if that's how you want it, I'll make sure to watch my back.
Watch your tongue! A Tachibana would never do such a dishonorable thing!
intruders.
These things are more than just a bit annoying. Take out the officers controlling them.
Look out! Here I come!
Test your skill against my experience.
Most impressive.
Can't take much more of this. Why do you think they call me the devil? They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
That's some very pretty work you're doing out there.
I be your opponent. Thank you. I shall not forget this.
How strange. Is your camp of no value to you?
Yow! Get back here! They're all over the main camp!
Fool.
They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
It seems that your bloodlust is without equal.
The end is inevitable. Give in.
Can't take much more of this.
Ah! What happened to my reinforcements? I wasn't sure I was gonna make it out of that one.
Look out! Here I come! Look out! Here I come! I need help! Help!
They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to. Such crowds. They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
That's some very pretty work you're doing out there.
They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
It seems that your bloodlust is without equal.
Why do you think they call me the devil?
Can't take much more of this.
Look out! Here I come!
I be
I'm being put back? Impossible!
like I win. They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
That's some very pretty work you're doing out there.
I need help!
They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
It seems that your bloodlust is without equal.
Why do you think they call me the devil?
I'm being pushed back? Impossible!
young swordsman. I've been wanting to see what you're made of.
Meet the devil! Why do you think they call me the devil?
I need help! Now!
Be your opponent.
Look out! Here I come!
They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
Might like that is a rare find on the battlefield.
They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
Good job. But there's still more work to be done.
I shall be your
I shall be your
They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
Might like that is a rare find on the battlefield.
They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
Remember, slow and steady wins the race.
A land like this, monkey? Chaotic, yes. Far too stupid.
Why do you think they call me the devil?
I am the wind that calls forth chaos. You've done nothing but delay the inevitable.
They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
Impressive. Most impressive.
This far.
I will show you the power of the Hojo!
Test your skill against my experience.
I dare you to try to take my
May at least our legacy go unforgotten.
They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
That's some very pretty work you're doing out there.
Long live the Hojo clan.
They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to. The bigger the risk, the bigger the win. I love the smell of conflict.
The Hojo were destroyed, and Japan was united at last. Having served in the attack, Yoshihiro now fully understood Hideyoshi's cleverness in battle. He gave up his own dreams of one day ruling the land. Before long, Hideyoshi, the one who had unified Japan, passed away. Soon thereafter, Ieyasu Tokugawa and Mitsunari Ishida became bitter enemies. Warriors throughout the land began to take sides with either Ieyasu's eastern army or Mitsunari's western army. Yoshihiro believed that if Mitsunari was victorious, he would still have a chance of eventually taking the land for himself. He joined the western army with high hopes that his gamble might eventually pay off.
Ieyasu may be the smart bet, but I prefer to ride the dark horse. Chapter 3, Battle of Kuzegawa. One gamble after another. That's life. I will join the Western Army.
No, Uncle, you mustn't!
Samurai go where battles are, Toyohisa. And I am a samurai. This is my last great gamble during this period of war, and the only thing that I risk is my life.
You can't. I won't let you.
Shimazu's your clan now.
Uncle!
Toyohisa, why have you come? And all of you, I thought I told you.
We are also samurai. Proud samurai of Kyushu.
Then let us fight and win.
Yes, sir!
This is the fight that's going to lead us on our path to conquering Japan. So we'd better win. And we'd better win big. Let's embarrass these guys.
I be your opponent. They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
Words cannot express your might on the battlefield. Okay, we lured the enemy out. Now we're free to trash him.
No! It's a trap! Pull back!
We have to secure an escape route. Hurry!
They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
A respectable showing, comparatively speaking, of course.
Follow my lead.
He's a fine dreamer, but sooner or later reality's gonna smack him upside the head.
That kind of statement would worry me if you were...
Except, you're the one who likes losing. Does that mean I should worry?
They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
It seems that your bloodlust is without equal. I had expected the Shimazu to side with the Tokugawa.
You're right. I'm not a fan of this side either. I just like Tokugawa less.
You can't keep me away when blood is in the air. I'll kill you in ways you never imagined.
I be your opponent. They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
Respectable showing, comparatively speaking, of course.
Call me the devil!
You are insane about that. But it counts.
They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
Words do not express your might on the battle.
You wouldn't have been worth the stain on my blade. Don't get too excited. I'll be back to play with you later.
I have no other choice. I shall die a glorious death. I cannot die yet.
Speaking, of course.
It is just as Hanzo said.
If only I had arrived sooner.
Now, Masa, you take Akashi. Ina, you deal with Shimazu. We shall attack the main camp and create an opening.
Look out! Here I come!
Can't you do anything right?
Do not disappoint me!
Test your might on Mikawa's finest. Hanzo, our opportunity has presented itself.
I creep across the land.
officers like they used to.
Words cannot express your might on the battlefield.
They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
A respectable showing, comparatively speaking, of course.
Why do you think they call me the devil?
Let us fight honorably, like true warriors.
Sure don't make enemy officers like they used to. Such proud combat.
Still not enough. Still not enough.
There is no honor in treating one's life recklessly.
They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
A respectable showing, comparatively speaking, of course.
They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
It seems that your bloodlust is without equal.
You shall vanish amongst the shadows.
Like I win. Sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
Words cannot express your might.
Failure.
Looks like I win. Even if we win here, we won't have enough to survive the final showdown. Attack tonight. The enemy will not be expecting it so soon after a battle.
That would cost us the people's respect. Do not do such a dastardly thing.
And you'd rather the people respected your corpse? make enemy officers like they used to. Meet the devil.
That'll boost morale. No problem.
The heart of a devil beats within me.
Welcome. We received a shipment of rare items today. Be sure to take a look. Look.
The Battle of Kuzegawa ended in victory for the Western Army. However, in the battle that followed at Sekigahara, the Western Army suffered from multiple betrayals among its own men. The Western Army crumbled and countless warriors were cut down. Despite this, Yoshihiro was not in the least bit disturbed. No matter how thrilling it was to win a battle, a losing battle was always more exciting. And to turn a losing battle into a winning battle, that was the most thrilling of all. Surrounded by the bodies of his dead comrades, Yoshihiro could only think of sweet victory, which he could still make out gleaming in the distance.
The end of a battle is never known until the battle ends.
Chapter 4. Struggle at Sekigahara.
One gamble after another. That's life.
The Western Army has been decimated. This battlefield is hell itself.
Hell, huh? Hell is where devils live, isn't it?
Huh?
Gesto!
Chesto! 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 Chesto!
We, the Shimazu, are devils. We thrive on flesh and blood. If this battlefield is hell, then it is our home. And wherever we go, hell shall soon follow. We'll charge through to the center. A losing battle. There's nothing I enjoy more. Now let's see. Toyohisa, Mitsunari, Sakon, Yinchio. I think I can keep all of them alive. This ought to be interesting. They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
A respectable showing, comparatively speaking, of course.
The battle at Sekigahara to divide the land is over. Master Kobayakawa's defection ruined the Western Army. Now, all that is left is to defeat Mitsunari.
Look out! Here I come!
Like they used to.
Words cannot express your might on the battlefield.
In the northwest, Ginchio is surrounded by E, Kuroda, and Hosokawa. All right, I think I can fit all three of them under the head of my hammer.
Look out! Here I come!
Respectable showing, comparatively speaking, of course.
They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
Words cannot express your might on the battlefield.
Do not disappoint me!
They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
A respectable showing, comparatively speaking, of course.
If this battlefield is hell, then a devil like yourself must be right at home.
As are you, little Miss Tachibana. Probably shouldn't get too comfortable, though. Let's fight our way out of this, shall we?
I shall be your opponent.
Like they used to.
It seems that your bloodlust is without equal.
Mitsunari is surrounded in the southwest by Tanaka, Todo, and Kobayakawa. Those three officers would like to see up close how a Shimazu fights.
Look out! Here I come!
Test your skill against my experience.
Hina, you are to support the front lines.
Leave it to me!
Like they used to.
A respectable showing, comparatively speaking, of course.
They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
Words cannot express your might on the battlefield.
Why do you think they call me the devil?
I be your opponent.
sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
A respectable showing, comparatively speaking, of course. What took you so long?
I'm in this for the thrill. I was waiting till things got tough.
Aren't you worried that might cost us the battle?
No. The thrill I love most is that of turning the tide.
Tanaka and Kobayakawa. Useless fools, all of them. Hanzo, I entrust you to succeed where they have failed.
As you command. You shall vanish amongst the shadows.
Be careful not to get yourself killed. That is an order. One warrior with a
When it's baby doll, I would let anyone kill me but you. They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
Words cannot express your might on the battlefield. So it ends.
We must gather in the center.
Hey, I give the orders around here.
I shall be your opponent.
Let us fight honorably, like true warriors. The battle has been decided. Why do you continue to resist?
As long as there is still one man who resists, no battle is ever over. Why do you think they call me the devil? Like I win! They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
A respectable showing, comparatively speaking, of course.
The next time our paths cross, I will emerge victorious.
Daughter of Tachibana.
Let me guess. You wish me to concentrate in the center. That is typical of the Shimazu.
I don't have to tell you, huh? Maybe you know me a little too well. They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
cannot express your might.
Sakon's got Kikawa, Mori, and Ikeda riding his back at Mount Ongu in the east. They look like they're hungry for a little pain, don't you think?
I dare you try to take my head.
Sure don't make enemy officers like they used to. Like I win.
A respectable showing, comparatively speaking, of course.
They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
It seems that your bloodlust is without equal.
I be your opponent. Why do you think they call me the devil? They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
A respectable showing, comparatively speaking, of course.
Now here's a man I never expected to owe my life to.
Hey, I just didn't want to see such an experienced warrior die in a place like this.
So you'd rather see me die in some other place than...
Nakatsu, get rid of Sako once and for all.
As you wish.
My blade thirsts for enemy blood. The Guardian of the Tokugawa versus Shimazu the Devil. This should be interesting.
To face me on the battlefield is to embrace your own death. Surely you are aware of this.
Looks like I win. They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
Words cannot express your might.
Looks like I win.
There is no point in dying a worthless death.
We must gather in the center.
Those sneaky guys have got to be up to something. We'll find out soon enough.
father, at your service.
Ah, Hidetada, you've arrived.
From there, we will strike at the Tokugawa. I be your opponent.
Look out! Here I come!
Test your skill against my experience.
Look out! Here I come!
Don't make enemy officers like they used to.
A respectable showing, comparatively speaking, of course.
They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
Words cannot express your might on the battlefield.
They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
A respectable showing, comparatively speaking, of course.
They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
It seems that your bloodlust is without equal.
They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
A respectable showing, comparatively speaking, of course.
They're gonna try to bust right through our formation. This guy enjoys taking some zany risks. I like that.
Ginchio, now is the perfect chance to get your revenge. Will you take it?
I hope you don't really think so little of me.
No, you're the most respectable warrior I've ever known. Why do you think they call me the devil? They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
It seems that your bloodlust is without equal.
They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
Respectable showing, comparatively speaking, of course.
Like I win.
Look out! Here I come!
It seems that your bloodlust is without equal.
Why do you think they call me the devil? so much as when I'm watching you, my dear.
I am proud to stand by your side on the battlefield. My very best is only the least I can do.
Look out! Here I come!
Just about turned this battle around now. Only one target still remains. They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
A respectable showing, comparatively speaking, of course.
Meet the devil!
I cannot lose. The burden I bear will not let me. Hand is almost mine. How did I let it slip through my hands?
No thing is a sure thing, Ieyasu. Perhaps you'd have won if you'd known that.
I was just about to call for your assistance.
Defeat is an important lesson as well.
Why do you think they call me the devil? They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to. The fun isn't in the victory, but in the gamble. Satisfaction comes first. Meet the devil! Now then, I wonder what the cards hold for me next. I could keep this up till the day I die.
Yoshihiro's incredible will to fight led the Western army to victory at Sekigahara. Mitsunari ordered the pursuit of Ieyasu as he fled with the rest of his forces and eventually drove him back to his base in Edo. Yoshihiro continued to follow Mitsunari and made his way with the Western army to Edo as well. However, on the eve of what was meant to be the final battle, Yoshihiro's own ambitions continued to swell.
The stakes are high, almost as high as my heartbeat. Chapter 5, Siege of Edo Castle. The last gamble is the greatest of all.
Though we were victorious at Sekigahara, the world is not yet at peace. We will topple Ieyasu for good and build a world of honor and justice.
Tokugawa is powerless, and Mitsunari is not fit to rule this land. Heh, I can feel ambition stirring even in these old bones.
I dare you try to take my head.
All I have to do is secure a way to lead with reinforcements. They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
You are an asset to this army.
It is time. Light the signals. Tell the Mori it is time. Do not allow this opportunity to escape us. Forward!
Mori be with the Tokugawa! This is the best thing for you to do. I'm sure of it. Look out! Here I come!
So, the dirty toads leap from pure waters back to the mud. Fine. Then in the mud they shall die.
Oh, great. We're surrounded. Now what?
Shimazu's troops have finally bared their fangs.
They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
I too hope to be so powerful.
They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to. They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
I too hope to be so powerful.
They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to. Why do you think they call me the devil?
Uncle, we'll keep on fighting until Japan is ours. Here I am, Yoshihiro!
Brother! First, we take down the Toyotomi and gain control of the city.
Shimazu is vying for control of the land, is he? He'll be an even bigger nuisance than Mitsunari.
So, Yoshihiro and I share the same ambitions. Too bad for him, he's not as clever as I am.
don't make enemy officers like they used to.
What wondrous warcraft!
Meet the devil! Meet the devil!
Look out! Here I
They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to. Like I win. I bow to your skills. They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
What wondrous warcraft!
I dare you to try to take my head.
Like I win. They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to. I bow to your skills. Devil! They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
And send your Vita to the depths of the underworld.
They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
Such amazing skill!
battles be.
They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
What wondrous warcraft!
I'm broken. How novel.
Why have you betrayed me, Yoshihiro?
We were gambling for the land, and I wanted to bet on myself. Make enemy officers like they used to.
Such amazing skills!
Like I win. They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
Such a cold embrace. What wondrous warcraft!
Like I win.
Don't give up the fight, my friends.
They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
I bow to your skills.
Why do you think they call me the devil? We have gained control of the city. Next, we attack the Tokugawa.
I will not let you enter this castle!
Test your skill against my experience.
Why do you think they call me the devil? Not disappoint me.
It appears my best wrath.
Enemy officers like they used to.
Unbelievable.
Do not disappoint me. They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
I bow to your skills.
Let us fight honorably, like true warriors.
come!
Why do you think they call me the devil?
I will fight to the death. I will fight to the death.
Why do you think they call me the devil? They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
What wondrous warcraft! I will fight to the death! Are you stupid enough to fight against me?
Sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
I bow to your skills. My blade thirsts for enemy blood.
They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
What wondrous warcraft!
Why do you think they call me the devil?
The Tokugawa will never bow to the likes of you.
I leave the burden of the future to you.
They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
Such amazing skill!
I have defeated Ieyasu Tokugawa. Sound the horns. Victory!
Okay then. Shall we go back home?
I can't believe I lost Japan to you.
Don't worry. I'll take good care of it.
Ha! If you get out alive first.
You set fires? Ieyasu, you dastardly.
I can still fight.
Meet the devil. You still fight for a dead lord? Your loyalty speaks well of you.
After Ieyasu is dead, I'm gonna rule the land.
You've got spirit, kid, but I'm afraid that's not enough. Looks like I win. They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
Hey, wait! This isn't how it's supposed to go!
I shall fight as long as there is life left in me.
You fell like a true warrior. I'll make sure the world knows it. They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to.
Father, did I make you proud?
Shimazu, this is where our rivalry ends.
It's a shame we had to be enemies, you know. You wear the scent of battle well. I like that.
As do you. I suppose we've got a lot in common. But even though we couldn't be friends, we do make excellent foes. The final battle. Only one of us gets out alive.
What? It wasn't over already?
It isn't over until I say it is.
That is why I am known as Shimazu the Devil.
This is the proud death of a Tachibana.
They sure don't make enemy officers like they used to. Meet the devil. Inchio Tachibana. I will not forget you. Meet the devil. The heart of a devil beats within me. Snowfall. I am unable to weep. For this reason, I cannot even shed a tear, not for the end of this great enemy, or of these great wars. And for that, I am unbearably sad.
land is united. Finally, everyone can enjoy the peace. What is it?
Peace. I don't know how you people can put up with this tedium and tranquility. Heh. I'm just jealous. Don't worry about it, Toyohisa.